Today's topic is about something that's been a debate for centuries. Should we obey an unjust law? The phrase, a law is a law, however undesirable as it may be, seems to suggest that we should always follow the law. But what happens when the law itself is unjust?
That's a tough question. We've seen throughout history that people resisted unjust laws. For example, during the Civil Rights Movement, laws that enforced segregation were fought because they were inherently unjust. But now, in a more advanced society, should we still be resisting laws, or is there a better way to address them?
Exactly. We're in a knowledge-driven society, and we have intellectuals who are capable of addressing these issues more effectively. But even though we can recognize an unjust law, are we ready to change it? Or, as you mentioned, do we try to bypass it, finding expedient ways around it?
That's the interesting part. Sometimes people just go along with the system, even if they know it's unfair, because they don't want to get caught. It's almost like society has created a system where some people face the consequences, while others don't. It's not always about right or wrong, but about who gets caught.
Yes, and that's where the issue becomes complex. Not everyone follows the unjust law, but those who do get caught often blame their bad luck. We end up in a cycle where no one truly takes responsibility, but at the same time, an unjust law still remains a law. It exists because the environment or the time makes it necessary, even if it's wrong.
So in a way, the law is only a reflection of the times we live in? You mentioned the death penalty law earlier. A law like that may be created if society deems it necessary, but once it's no longer relevant, it disappears. So, can we really blame the law, or is it more about how society has shaped it?
Exactly. Laws are not inherently good or bad, they are shaped by the environment. When a law no longer serves its purpose, it fades away. But in the meantime, we must ask, who is responsible for fixing these unjust laws? It's the intellectuals, the ones we've worked so hard to produce, who have the responsibility to revise and bring justice to these laws.
So it's the intellectuals who hold the key to change. But here's the twist. Intellectuals often find themselves in a tough spot. In times of difficulty, rather than striving to make society better, they sometimes give up. It's almost like they can't find meaning in their lives anymore and fall into despair.
Right, and that's a major problem. Intellectuals have a huge responsibility, and when they don't rise to the occasion, society suffers. The people rely on them to bring about change, but when intellectuals fail to take action, the whole system gets stuck in this cycle of injustice.
And it's frustrating, because it's not something ordinary people can easily address. The onus is on the intellectuals. If they don't step up and correct these laws, then we're left with this broken system that doesn't serve the people's needs.
Exactly. This is why intellectuals need to wake up and understand the weight of their role. Society can't move forward if they're not doing their part. There's this deep responsibility they carry, and if they don't fulfill it, it could lead to more harm, even to the point of feeling like there's no way out.
That's such a powerful thought. And it brings us back to the central idea. While unjust laws can exist, it's not about resisting them blindly or trying to avoid them. It's about intellectuals stepping forward, making the necessary changes, and shaping a better future for society. If they don't, the cycle just continues.
Exactly. It's in their hands. We all have our parts to play, but it's those who understand the systems, the ones with the power of knowledge, who have the responsibility to correct what's wrong. Until they do, unjust laws will continue to be a part of our world.
Absolutely. It's not just about protesting or resisting, it's about finding wisdom and making the change happen. It's about intellectuals taking the lead and guiding us toward a more just society. But only time will tell if they rise to the challenge.
Indeed, and that's the hope we're left with. As we move forward, we need to trust in the process and the people who can make it right. Thanks for this thought-provoking conversation today. Let's hope the intellectuals of tomorrow take the reins.
Here's to hoping they do. Let's see where the future takes us.